I'm trying to like make sure I do the video without all the extra going on because I'm out here trying to do my walking and it is like windy and it's raining at the same time. And you all know how much I enjoy that. So I'm like, I got to get out here and do my exercise. But just to ease through for the end of the week, because I know this week it's been kind of heavy messages, a lot going on, right? But always real. It's always real, the things that I'm putting out there and I'm telling you. And so I wanted to give you all a message just to end the week and, put it on a lighter note, but also still authentic and still, a good way to kind of wrap it up. And so I'm going to say, outshine the darkness, outshine that, right? So this week I was talking a lot about different things that just go on in society and in the world that we know happens, but a lot of the times we just go along with it for whatever reason, right? Sometimes it's peer pressure, sometimes it's a norm, it's a tradition, and so there's things that we just go along with and we follow. Sometimes it's over our head, as far as like people and things like that, so you just have to go with it. At least some people feel like they just have to go with it because we know God is the one over it all. But whatever the reason may be, I'm gonna really encourage it and put it out there, like, outshine this darkness out here. Like, of course, like I said this morning, it can be very depressing. Like when you look around the world and you kind of think about some things like, why is this stuff still going on? Like with, basically people not having what they need and resources and all the little games that are played and systems and things like that are set up to only benefit certain groups of people. If you haven't checked out my video, it is talking about favor and favoritism, the one that I did recently this week, so go back through it and check it out. But pretty much just talking about how God's favor, it's not fair. It ain't fair. Okay? Like when you say like, yes, Lord, favor me. Yes, thank you for the favor. Thank you for the blessings. It's not fair, but it's right. Like we know that everything he does, he's righteous in that, right? So when he's choosing people or he's choosing things in your life, it has nothing to do a lot of the times with any type of qualifications. It has nothing to do with something that you gained along the way because maybe you inherited it or maybe somebody just gave it to you or something like that. No, God's favor, like it is selected from him. He reads hearts, he reads minds. You don't have to have anything that this world says you need to have in order for him to favor you. And so if it were me, okay, in this world, which it is for me, I'd rather take the favor all day over favoritism, okay? So when I went into favoritism, I was talking a lot about how, you can be a part of certain things or be connected to certain people. And yeah, we all know what it is in this world. Like, yeah, that happens. It does happen where it will skip over qualified people or it will skip over people that may, appear to be deserving or something like that. And because of, whatever the system or whatever it is set up is how that goes. And so they select that, right? That favoritism where it's kind of selfish, like it's doing things in the expense of other people, right? But with God, that just does not happen. He is so relational. He's so holistic, type of God where for real, everything works together. All things work together. If he's ever doing something with one area, somehow it's benefiting and impacting other things, and it's all working together for the good, right? Like that scripture that says all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord. So for me, I pick favor all day, okay? Like it ain't fair, but it's righteous, right? Because it's coming from him and he is perfect. And so I'm trying to wrap it up this week by saying, man, outshine this darkness out here. It's lots of things that go on that shouldn't. It's lots of things that with wisdom, with understanding, with insight from God, not from this world, but with insight from him, we know this stuff not right. We know that, things happen and, it's not much you can do about it. But our God is so powerful. He's so sovereign. He is just magnificent in all his ways that he always makes things right. He always sets things in place. And I think I was looking that up this morning. Like you never have to worry about an enemy. You never have to worry about people coming after you, opponents and things like that. When you for real realize that God is in your corner and he is for real in you, he's with you, he's for you. I think that's one of the scriptures that it always pops up in the Bible. Like, you better be careful. God is with them. You get what I'm saying? saying? Like that part, like when you realize all of the power that you possess because of that, like just the fact that God is with you, it moves you in a whole completely different way. Like it is not right. It is not like living in this world and for real walking on eggshells because of the different things that could happen or what people could say or what could be done. You know that God is for real in control, and if you're doing what you're supposed to do by him, just let him fight your battles for you. You get what I'm saying? But in today's society, a lot, you know, with wickedness or with evil or with just this darkness that be out here, you know, a lot of people try and fight these battles, and it's like, it's not your battle to fight. Right? I'm serious. Like it is a higher power, you know, that goes on, and God will fight for you. He will avenge you. That's why he says, don't say, I'm gonna pay you back for this wrong. Yeah, I'm getting revenge. Oh, vengeance is mine on them. It's like, no. Let God do what he's gonna do, because he knows everything that goes on in front of the scenes, behind the scenes, in dark places, you know, in high places and low places. He knows everything that's going on. And so although we live in a world that may not be great, right? I was talking about it earlier. I'm like, man, it's depressing. I don't even know if I want to bring kids into this world. You know, like this is crazy. Because you think like we're living in a world for real where it's just a known fact that a lot of places and a lot of things, they for real do not, you know, see people for who they are. They're not looking at anything valuable. It's more of a, okay, what's going to sound nice? What's going to benefit me? Like what's going to, you know, like very lopsided, like, you know, just going after profit and stuff like that. Like it's just a lot of things that God doesn't even value. And so it's one of those things where you stop and you think about, like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing by God? And for real, if he's okay with that, then it's all good with me. Like it's all good with me. And so, you know, to lighten the load from this week, because I had a lot of heavy messages to put out there, I just want to wrap it up by for real saying, outshine this darkness. You do not have to walk around out here on eggshells. You do not have to follow everything that goes on. You do not have to listen to everything that everybody is saying and just fall in line with what's going on. Trust and believe that God is always in control. He's over everything and everyone. He's over every authority. He's over everything created. He's over every person. So as long as you know that you are for real one of his, and that he is for real in you, he has made his home with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, understand that. Like, he's telling you the greatest thing that you can do is love. That is the greatest thing that you can have. Not only that, but love covers all. So it's like, whatever the commandments are, whatever the decrees are, if you are loving your neighbor as yourself, you're loving another person as yourself, don't even worry about this other stuff that's going on. I'm so serious. I think, what was I watching the other day? It was like, you keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And it's like, I could care less who my enemy is. You know, like I could care less. At the end of the day, sometimes you don't even need to know things that are going on behind the scenes. God already knows, and God is already working with you and for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, get out here and shine. Get out here and for real, you know, look, my hat falling all down my face, but get out here and for real do what he's calling you to do. He's gifting us with abilities. He's gifting us with skills. He's gifting us with insight and wisdom and, you know, provision and things like that. Get out here and do what he's telling you to do. Get out here and do whatever he's calling you to do. Definitely get out here and share his word, okay? Share whatever it is that's on your heart that he's putting on there, because it's such a higher, you know, purpose that's going on. Like I said earlier, stand firm until the end. Not the end of a battle, not the end of a war, not the end of whatever crap, you know, comes up in your life where it's trials and tribulations. But I'm saying stand through it all. Stand it through it all, because at the end of the day, when the end comes, if you for real believe in the Bible, when the end does come, it's a lot of crazy stuff that's going to be going on, you know. And it's just like, if you can't handle this, if you can't handle what's going on in today's world, somebody talking negative about you, somebody saying they don't like you, somebody, you know, trying to sabotage stuff, trying to step into your world and do all types of things. It's like, if you don't have the perseverance, the endurance, the resilience, the resourcefulness, any of those types of things, like, start working on that. Start working on, like, see, this is the thing. Okay, when you have different trials and tribulations, opponents like enemies and stuff like that coming into your life, like it is a really good time to for real figure out like where your trust lies, where your faith is. It's a really good time to figure out like who you are as a person, your character. That's gonna for real show like, oh, they backing this person up in the corner, like, oh, they up against the ropes, like, oh, like what, it was an interception, like, oh, like all the different things that pop up. It's like, yeah, and then what you gonna do? You get what I'm saying? Are you going to falter? Are you going to be up there going like, I feel defeated, and it's like, no, use those as opportunities for you to continue to endure, to persevere, to overcome. Like, you need to have these types of situations that go on so that when we do get to the end, right? When we do have those situations that come along, we'll be able to for real get through it and stand firm to the end. Because he even says that in the scriptures, like those who stand firm to the end, they're going to be saved. Right? So instead of us focusing so much on this world and the different things that we find ourselves in, the different, circumstances and situations, it's like, we have so much more in store that we need to be worried about. This here, that's a done deal. Who even cares? I think I did my credit report earlier today, which everybody should be doing that. Keep, like stay focused on your finances and stuff like that. But yeah, I pulled mine earlier this morning, and I tell you the truth, like literally years ago for me, I probably would have been like, oh my God, whatever, like with finances, because, seriously, we care so much about these things, right? We care so much about trivial stuff that's gonna perish and waste away. Like, who even cares? Do what you can and let God do the rest. Talk to him about it. God will work with you on that type of stuff. And not only that, but God performs miracles. He does whatever needs to be done, and he will get it completed. You get what I'm saying? Even when it's like, again, me talking about provision. Sometimes he's putting dreams and stuff in your heart. Sometimes he's putting things in your mind, and you sitting there wondering, how am I going to do this? And God already got the answers. God already knows the people. God already knows the resources. He knows how he's going to do it. And yet we're in this world still thinking like this world as if he can't do it. You know what I'm saying? As if we putting these limitations on him. And it's like, get out here and outshine all this darkness that's going on. And a lot of times, understand, because for me, it's like, sometimes people like to watch and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, cool. But understand, nobody watches people in the back. That part. No one watches people in the back. And so at the end of the day, like, I'm serious. Like, you take that stuff as motivation. Get out here and outshine this darkness. Take that stuff as motivation. No one sits and watch people that they're not tempted, not tempted, I shouldn't say, but they don't watch people that they're not intimidated by. They don't watch people that they, when they say like, oh, keep your friends close, your enemies close. It's like, yeah, they keeping you close because they trying to figure out how you doing this. They're trying to figure out what do they have that I don't? Like, what, like all these different things. I'm serious. And so it's like, get out here and outshine the mess out of that darkness. Don't be so caught up in different battles and different little wars that go on, the enemies and stuff like that. Don't get caught up in that mess. Like, stay focused. The focus is you got something. You have something and they want it. Like, I'm serious. And that's what I mean by favor ain't fair. It's not fair. All glory to God, because he chooses and he gives us different things. And it's like, tap into that. Stop being so focused on what other people are doing, what they saying and what they, trying to concoct and stuff. That does not even matter. It does not even matter. It should let you know that you have something on you. You have something that they want and they can't get it. So they're going to have to go through all types of avenues in order to get it, not even knowing that they can go to God themselves and God will gift it to them. Do you get it? Like, man, for today's message, for the end of the week, we wrapping it up, and I'm leaving you on a very positive and high note because, again, like I said, I say the things that other people won't, but at the end of the day, I still want to, keep you encouraged and keep you uplifted and motivated. Just because, I tell you I'm tired and stuff, reasonably so. But understand, just because I'm tired don't mean I ain't about to be out here doing the Lord's work and serving. Like, I'm not about to, be idle, because he says don't do that. I'm not about to be up here going like, I don't think I can do anymore. That's the goal. The goal is to tire you out. The goal is to exhaust you. The goal is to get you to stop doing what he wants you to do. Don't do it. Like, don't do it. Get out here and outshine all this darkness. Get out here and outshine all this darkness, because you all have something in you. Don't think that because something is coming against you, don't think because you have different trials and tribulations going on in your world, don't think because people watching and, oh, they got something to say, they, all this type of stuff. Like, yeah, that's because it's something in you that is gonna come out, and they know it. And sometimes people don't even know themselves that they have it. I was one of them people in the past, like, I'm for real. When I was younger, I was one of them people, like, for real, where you just like, I'm not seeing what they seeing. And how old was I? I think I was in my late 20s, and somebody said it like, oh, she's a black unicorn. And at the time, I did not understand what that meant. Like, at the time, I was thinking like, oh, okay, unicorns, like, they're different, they're unique, or what have you, and then I'm black, okay, what have you. But then when I realized, I'm like, oh, they're saying, you don't typically see this here. You don't typically see them doing that. You don't typically, and it's like, yeah. And back then I should have knew, right? And so we're in today's time and age, and even though I tell you all this stuff that be going on, that we already know that's happening, but we don't talk about it, okay? And it's for everybody. It ain't got no colors, no background, none of that on there. At the end of the day, God chooses whoever he wants. It's favor. He chooses whoever he wants. But understand that he not choosing it just for you to uplift yourself and be all happy and, in wealth or in prosperity or what have you, and blessings. He's doing it so that you can continue on and push other people to do the same thing. Spur other people on to do the same thing. Encourage and motivate other people to do the same thing. To get out here and for real outshine this darkness. And love always does it. Love always does it, right? And we know God is love. So to end the week off, I hope that you all have a fabulous, weekend. I hope that you all have a great Friday. I pray that, even though you might know different things going on in the world, and, it can be very depressing, it can be very, negative, I want to let you know, right? Like, I want to remind you that God is greater. Okay, God is greater. What he say, greater is that in you than of this world. So at the end of the day, don't get it twisted just because I was sitting up there going like, oh, I'm tired, and oh, this is so depressing. It's like, and you would never know it unless I said it out my mouth. But let me also reassure you and reaffirm you that, yeah, but I know what it is. I know who my God is. I know who I serve. I know who is all powerful and all sovereign. I know who's in me. I know who's with me. I know who's for me. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, ain't a single thing. I'm telling you, the more you increase your faith, the more that you for real read your word, the more that you for real having a relationship with him, this world can kick rocks, okay? Like, they can, whatever somebody got to say, whatever somebody doing, whatever the enemy coming against you, whatever trials and tribulations, it's like, oh, you can kick rocks. Because at the end of the day, look, y'all get me excited. At the end of the day, it ain't nothing that God can't do. It ain't nothing too hard for him. And so it's one of those things where you have to encourage yourself. You have to for real stay uplifted and motivated and encouraged. Like, you do. You have to. Don't let this world get to you. Like, seriously, don't let it do that. And get out here and outshine all this darkness, okay? Recognize it now. He say be alert. Be alert. Recognize what's going on. Be on watch for what's going on, but also keep equipping yourself and working with him so he can equip you and prepare you for all the things that we're going to go through. But we have to, for real, be able to stand firm until the very end, right? Not just in individual circumstances and situations and, trials and tribulations, battles and whatever. It's just like, next time you hear all that stuff and it make you wiggle in your boots a little bit, remember who you serve and remember who's in you and remember who's for you, okay? And I mean that. When you read the Bible, this is going to be my last word. When you read the Bible, and for real, it tells you, like, seriously, it tells you in so many different sections, when people was coming against individuals, it'd be like, let them go because God is with them. Like, you could just read it all in the tone and all in the, context of what was going on. It's like, God is with them. So you better tread lightly. Like, you better be careful. God is with them. Like, I'm serious. And it's like, it's that type of power. I'm serious. It's one of those things where for those who get it, you get it. And for those who can receive it. It's like, I'm serious. That's a real power to have. Like, this world is one thing and what we call to be powerful, but knowing God is in you and with you and for you, yeah, people better watch out. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real, watch out. And you better know it. As a child of God, you better know it. As somebody who, for real, you claim to be his, heir, co-heir with Jesus and all that, you better know that, yeah, God is with me. So move around. Like that part or whatever. This what you want, then I'm standing firm until the end. And what? Like one of those. So yeah, that's how we ending off the week, okay? Because we in January. This is a whole new year. We got new things coming, blessings and favor. You better walk in that claim and declare it, okay? Act like it. So yeah, that's how we're ending the week. Right? So I shall talk to you all at another time.